Good morning, everyone. Futures Trader Elite here with your NQ pre-market prep on 11/5. Let's get us a chart pulled up real quick. This is the 5-minute. We need to take this to the 1 hour. Finally got us a pretty good size down move, it looks like, overnight. Try to see if we can zero in on some of this here. So, all right, what we got down here, find this cursor for you guys. All right, this line down here, this green trend line, is a major, that could be considered, it's a 4 hour, could be the 8 hour, could be considered the daily. It goes so far back that it could be any high time frame. So I'm going to really be watching this considering where we're at right now. We're trading at 425. That line is at 153. And something to notice is let's take us a little circle here where we can kind of visualize while we're looking. So this is one of the last higher lows coming in on this grind on the 1 hour. As you can see, looks like a lot of people are going to look at this and be like, "Oh no, we're breaking down. Structure's breaking down." Well, if this comes down and tags this trend line right here, this first one or this second one, which is major time frame, if you look back here in this bubble where this one is, it's below this yellow line right here. It's below this yellow line. So if we come down and tag either one of these trend lines, we're still on an upward trend overall in the major time frame. I know it don't look pretty, all this, but the simple fact of the matter is if they save it on one of these trend lines, we're still in a bullish uptrend. And that's why it is so important to pay attention to these swing lows on these wild moves, because if you don't understand that type of structure and you're looking at this thinking, "Oh man, this don't look good. I'm going to be really bearish." And so then you keep trying to short for some odd reason, thinking that whatever you might be thinking, and then it just bounces and goes the other way because we're getting close to major support again. You have to keep an eye on things like that day in and day out, every day. If you're going to be trading with precision, you need to be looking at 1 hour charts, 4 hour charts, daily charts at your higher time frame picture. So with that said, we can see that we got the golden pivot is up here, 734. We got us a 1 hour trend line here. We got us a 1 hour trend line up here, one here, this green one, this first green one here. I know you see something a little different here on my chart. These red boxes with the white outline and these green boxes, these are still in balance zones. I just put them, I needed to be able to visualize what I'm looking at immediately when I look at a chart. And so the red ones are bearish, the green ones are bullish, and they are put in on the 15-minute time frame. So that's why I changed those, so that if I'm down on a lower time frame, say we go down to the 5-minute, and I'm on this chart, I can say, well, there's a bearish imbalance zone up there on the 15-minute. I know it's on the 15, even though I'm on the 5. Same here. So let's switch to the 15. So we get the whole picture here. Make sure we're all on the same page. See here, this is a bullish one right here. We was up here in this zone box. This zone box. And then this turned around this morning and dropped, tag the top of that, and see if it tries to fill. Good chance it does. That takes it to the S1 pivot. Something to understand on the 15-minute while we're right here looking at this. This is the most recent lower low on this downtrend. If this fills this imbalance zone and bounces off that S1 pivot to the upside, they could start building structure to the upside because it'd be a higher low from this right here. That's something to keep an eye on as we see what they want to do with this when they open the market. I just couldn't see them wanting to do much more to the downside unless they decided they wanted to come grab, you know, one of these trend lines or something. I see a small imbalance zone in there around 200. So say we get down here, we got one of our yellow lines is at 200, which was a previous all-time high, plus an imbalance zone and this 1 hour trend line. It'd be a golden play right there. Thing is if this was pulled down to the downside, it's probably going to hit this yellow line and bounce back to the top of that zone box. I wouldn't be surprised if it did something like that. I could be completely wrong though. I mean, what if I don't know, I hadn't checked to see if there's any news coming out today that could change the whole outlook of everything we talk about. So anyhow, let's this is on the 15. Right now what we need to worry about, keep an eye on filling this box, this imbalance zone. S1 pivot. We got this zone box here. And this yellow line here is around 250, it looks like. I need the local cursor. That's 242. And that's basically 200 points away from where we're at. I don't know. They might want to drop it another 200 points. If they open and go to the top upside, you know, our golden pivot is up there at 734. That's 300 points away. So, and then if it gets over into here, this is close to open right over in this area. Excuse me. Could be a rejection at that pivot if they go up and get over here in this area somewhere. So let's take this down to the 5 minute. I don't think we're going to draw any precision entry zones in yet. I think we need to wait until we get closer to open. I need to check and see if there's some news today. You know, I threw this red line in here. I'd be looking for rejection right here at this red line. If they want to keep taking this down, you know, we could make a lower high right here for another leg down to take this out. I think it was yesterday I discussed, had they taken out, I think it was 640. I posted in the live updates channel that if they had taken 640 out, to watch out, that's probably going to fill that gap, wherever that was at. I can't remember where we was at with that, but I remember posting something. Yeah, this right here, I was posting in the live updates. If they took out, maybe it was 740, no, 640. I can't remember. I posted it in the Discord anyhow. And it ended up doing it. I wasn't expecting this down here overnight all the way down to here, but you know, it really does make the structure look a little better, to be honest. Because we needed to. This gap up and this push right here, that was extended to me. And now maybe we can start building structure, kind of like how we come back here, took this drop and started doing all this here, putting in these, you know, it was kind of ugly, but we was putting in these higher lows, you know, and then we got that push. So maybe we can start building off that again. Might look a little ugly. We'll see what they want to do. I hope everybody has a good day today. Stay green, stay sharp, use precision, don't chase anything. I'm not sure if there's news. You might want to look into that too. And and keep that in mind when you're thinking about trades, because that can ruin a trade. It don't matter if you have a great trade plan, it could ruin a great trade plan in a heartbeat. So, you know, if this is your first time here, smash that like and subscribe so you be notified every time we post to YouTube. And then come on over to the Discord for free. Join the trading community. You can see what we got going on and see what's going on in the live updates channel. We're making these calls day in and day out. People are banking, making money, making life easier, not stressing out. Try to keep your emotions in check. And that's why I'm doing it. You know, the process should be a little simpler, and with the right teaching and the right community, we can all be on the same track. I'll see you guys in the recap. Have a great day.